Hello, in this video we're going to talk about how overcoming your fear of driving will change your life in many different ways. I work online with people all over the world that have driving anxiety, and the most common misconception people have is they think that they're just going to fix their fear of driving and that's it. And what they don't realise, and what they don't consider, is that their life is going to change in so many different ways and they don't even know it. So let me give you some examples of how this works and some people I've worked with and how their lives have changed. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know that I often say the fear of driving has nothing to do with driving because driving isn't the real problem. What's happened is when you go out driving, your mind has decided that's dangerous and it doesn't want you doing it. So it goes into your past and it latches onto an unpleasant feeling or memory or sensation and attaches it to driving. So therefore when you drive, you'll get scared or feel anxious or whatever your symptoms are, and it will stop you driving. So you see, driving isn't the problem. You need to find what the real problem is and then release that. So think about it like this. If driving isn't the problem, that means you're not going to fix just your driving issue. So let me give you an example of somebody I worked with and how this worked for them. I worked with someone who had a fear of driving, and when we started working together, we soon found out that the real problem was actually a lack of confidence. Now that's a very general term, but we drilled it down to something very specific. It was one event that happened in their life that had given them a lack of confidence. When we fixed that, not only could they drive their car, but their whole life changed. They went out and had a relationship for the first time in years. They'd been single for years and years, and they said, I've always been single because I just never had the confidence to go out and meet someone. So not only have they got over their driving issue, they've started a new relationship. Now think where that could lead. That could lead to getting married, having children. Their entire life has changed because of the work we did. I worked with someone else who had a fear of driving, and in their case it also came down to a lack of confidence, as it very often does. Now their lack of confidence came from an event that happened earlier in their life that their mind had latched on to driving. So your mind kind of grabs something from your past and connects it to driving. So we went back and fixed what that issue was for them. And you know what? Not only did they get over their fear of driving, they got over their fear of public speaking, and they could stand up at work and make speeches in front of people. So you see, when you fix your fear of driving, you're not just fixing your fear of driving. That's impossible. And that's why so many people fail when they just try and do it. When people go out with driving instructors and you're just focusing on your driving, it's never going to work because, first of all, that's not the problem in the first place. And secondly, if you only got rid of that thing, it will come back. Because if you don't fix the real problem, other problems will keep coming back. So you see, when you do this, this has the potential to change your life. I will often get emails from people and I think, it's somebody I worked with months ago. And they say, hi Paul, I just wanted to let you know that doing that work with you has completely changed my entire life. Not only did I go out driving, but I've now got a better job. I've met a new partner. I've even started my own business. All these different things that people find. Because you see, what happens is when you fix the problem, it's not just the driving you're fixing. You could potentially open up an entire new life for yourself. And people very often say the same thing. They say, I didn't want to tell you this when I first contacted you. And I think I know what's coming. I know what they're going to say. And they say, I thought that you were quite expensive and I thought this service cost quite a bit. But looking back at it, you know what? You should be charging double, triple what you charge because what you've given me is worth way more than what I paid. And to be really honest with you, it's you that does the work, not me. Now I facilitate the change, I help you and I guide you, but ultimately it's you that actually makes the change. And I do tell people this and I say, oh no, it's you that did it. It's really not. It's you that makes the change. You're the one that goes into your mind, finds the correct things and makes these changes. So what I'm saying in this video is, if you want to do this and you're thinking, well, I don't know if that's going to work, remember, we're not fixing the driving issue. We are fixing something else. Now, even just by listening to this video, you may start to have an idea of what that something else is. It's no good just being general and saying, well, it's just confidence. You need to go deeper than that. But that's what we do on a session, and we can find this thing, we can change it, and all I can say is hold on tight, because your life could be about to change forever. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, although this couldn't happen, let's just say you only did fix the fear of driving. Would not that alone change your entire life? If you could live without having to have that constant fear of, oh no, I've got to get in the car, I've got to drive somewhere, I've got to plan my route, I've got to avoid that highway, I've got to avoid any roads that go above 30 miles an hour. Think about what your life would be like if you did just get rid of that problem. Think of the lack of stress. Think how much better you might sleep. Even in that instance, you've improved your life in more ways than one. So please understand that when you overcome your fear of driving, your life can change in other ways. This can have a knock-on effect. And if you want to experience that, then all you need to do is contact me through the links in the description. Check out these other videos on screen for more help with your driving anxiety. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you again soon for more videos.